Welcome to Dika Diaries, where I share the pages of my life, unfiltered, unpredictable, but always real. Let's dive into the difference between regular dreams and early morning dreams, because they actually hold slightly different meanings in many cultures, spiritual practices, and even in science. Regular dreams throughout the night. These events occur primarily during the first few rapid eye movement sleep cycles. They are often jumbled, symbolic, and harder to remember. They usually reflect your subconscious mind, unprocessed thoughts, stress, and emotional residue from the day. Examples of what they reflect: hidden fears or desires, stress from work or relationships, mental clutter or suppressed emotions. Regular dreams are like whispers from your soul, showing you the parts of yourself you ignore when you're awake. Early morning dreams, usually between 3:30 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. These dreams occur during the final stages of REM, when your sleep is lighter and brain activity is closer to the waking state. You're more likely to remember these dreams clearly, spiritually, and intuitively. Early morning dreams are often considered messages, premonitions, or divine insights. Why they are special? The veil between the subconscious and conscious mind is thinner. Early morning dreams are not just reflections, they are often answers or guidance. Your soul speaks clearly when the world is still and silent. Ask yourself, did this dream feel random? Or did it feel like it meant something? If it lingers, moves you emotionally, or feels like a sign, it's probably an early morning one with deeper meaning. Here's my early morning dream. The dream I didn't wake up from, I rose from it. I was walking, not running, not hiding, just walking, through a place I didn't recognize. No familiar streets, no comforting signs, only silence, shadows, and a strange kind of stillness that didn't scare me but warned me. It felt like life, that in between space where you don't know what's next, but your soul moves anyway. And then it happened. From nowhere, from the folds of the unknown, it emerged, a black mamba. Not just a snake, a symbol, a force, a test. Deadly, elegant, unforgiving. It didn't slither behind me. It didn't try to surprise me. It came right in front of me, face to face, bold, unapologetic. And for a second, the world stopped breathing. But I didn't move. I didn't scream. I didn't flinch. I looked it dead in the eyes. Those deep, ancient eyes that I've watched civilizations rise and fall. And I wasn't afraid, not because I'm fearless, but because I've already been through venom life couldn't take credit for. Because I faced things that broke me in ways no bite ever could. So I stared, and it stared back, and then it left. No strike, no threat, no chaos, just silence. And a strange, almost sacred peace. What that dream really meant. It wasn't about danger. It was about power. The kind that comes not from avoiding fear, but facing it head on. The unknown path. That's my life right now. Messy, confusing, unfamiliar. The snake? Maybe it was every fear I've ever buried. Every betrayal I never healed from. Every doubt that whispered I'm not enough. Every toxic voice, person, or pattern I once believed had control over me. But this time, I didn't run. And that changed everything. The message my soul was trying to send me. The danger was never the snake. The danger was forgetting you could survive it. Dreams like this don't come to scare us. They come to show us who we've become. to remind us of the power we forgot we had. That even after all the breakdowns, all the nights we cried quietly so no one would hear, we finally stepped into our truth. We don't chase peace anymore. We are the peace that fear avoids. So if you dreamt this too, you're not weak. You're just awakening. The snake is not a threat. It's a mirror, reflecting the warrior you forgot you are. You didn't survive the dream. You commanded it. You didn't run. And that, my dear, was your rebirth. Dika Diaries. It is not just a YouTube channel. It's a heartbeat. It's a hand in the dark. It's your reminder that you're not alone, not anymore. Some days I'm a mess in a floral dress. Other days I'm a phoenix in silence. Here I laugh at life, cry when I need to, and speak the truths most people bury. Because I've learned that healing doesn't always look like therapy sessions. Sometimes it looks like stories, poetry, late night voiceovers, or just a simple raw, me too. So if you're looking for real connection, a little light, and maybe a lot of laughter, you're home. Subscribe, stay, speak, heal. This is our diary now.